Hey guys, Nate and my man Brody here, and we're here to remind you to stop on by the Deges tomorrow. We're going to be presenting, Brody's slipping away, but we're still remind you about part one of our interview with Feral Gamers Inc., the man Jay, and he's the guy that created Ghost Ops, the game you're about to watch right now.
Where are we going? North.
Welcome to Deges and Dragons.
Therapeutic benefit in role-playing games. Welcome to Deges and Dragons.
Oh yeah, baby.
Your presence requested in exchange for treasures.
Ripper.
Are we talking one treasure each?
Count that.
Conrad, whenever you're ready, let's get back into Ghost Ops.
Okay, so last time we went over project or mission Ghost Op Doomtrain. Code Doomtrain, where we talked about the train and
We
the
actually titled it in the last episode.
newsflash. Code Doomtrain. So a train spans from Spain to China, covers a lot of countries. It is run using proprietary technology that is replenishable, and it has a lot of protections. The new terrorist faction, C.E.R.E.A.L, is up to something, and we don't really know what. So you'll have very little intel going into this. So the mission for the former Australian, you're still Australian, but former members of Australian forces.
No, our passports were deleted.
Yeah.
We're no longer.
Right.
Right,
Residents.
yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
So these ghosts will be boarding the train and clearing it, and they will be gathering intel, securing VIPs, retrieving any items C.E.R.E.A.L may be after. So, the basic mechanics of the game, we use fudge dice. Every roll will be made using 4 dice, no more, no less. Nate has some at the end there. That's what they look like. The results are negative, neutral, or positive. So you will be making checks against target numbers. So say if we say TN, that's what that means. And essentially, it's just a game of advantages and disadvantages being applied to this constantly. So, for example, at the end there, the engineer who has actually, what are your abilities?
So my abilities are, were you talking the ones that I put like +2 into?
So you would gain
Like your abilities, like
like heavy
special
weapons.
Oh, my bad. Yep. So I have structure knowledge. So like I know
Yes.
where to place demolitions and things and explosives and stuff. Then I also have demolitions, so I know about explosives and all that stuff. And I also took heavy weapons
Yep. For shooting explosive weapons.
for shooting explosive weapons.
So if at any point he needed to defuse or plant a bomb, he would have +4 actually with these special abilities, +2 for the skill at least. It might even be more.
Yep.
And that'll be the set number, and then the target number might be 3. So then you make the roll.
The target number set by the handler, correct?
Yeah, set by me.
Yep.
So let's say that you're disarming a more complicated mine. Target number 3. So it's like 1 is basic, 2 routine, 3 average, 4 complicated, 5 difficult, and all the way up to 10, which is god level. And it says 8 is near impossible, and then there are 2 above that. So.
Wow. Okay.
So essentially, it'll be 3. Roll the dice, add his modifier, and the negatives will subtract, positives will add, neutrals will do nothing. And that's basically what you need to know to start playing, which we're gonna do now. So, the team has been provided with one of those mine carts that you manually pump. It is, however, you have, with your engineer background, you have managed to tap into the technology that moves the Doomtrain. So you do need, so it's not like you're keeping up with the train with just the manual pump,
Yep.
but you do need to do it to tap into that energy. So the two,
So like we would move on our own anyway, but then we add that little added extra pumping will give us that
that
extra.
really surges the
Okay.
power
Cool.
into your cart. So these two beefy Australian guys are just going up and down.
Valkyrie will be at the front of the cart with somebody's binoculars because I didn't grab one. Just keeping an eye.
Yeah,
on
they're
what's going on
around.
front.
They're oh my, what's your code name?
My codename's Pouch.
Pouch. Thank you. Yeah, they're like around Pouch's neck. But
Actually,
you're,
Tony-
you're holding them.
Tony, what's your codename? I forget.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Cool.
Pouch, Valkyrie, and Rippa. Okay, so the only intel that you've been provided, you know which carts there are. So there will be a cargo cart, a cart for Spain, a cart for France, a cart for Italy, a cart for Germany, a cart for Poland, a cart for the Ukraine, for Russia, for Kazakhstan, and finally China before we, that you will need to know about. You have been given code names for serial members, though beyond that, no clue who they are. Code names: Applejack,
Doesn't even taste like apple.
Cheerio, Count Chocula, Fruit Loop,
Is it spelled like F-R-O-O-T?
yes,
Cool.
Golden Graham,
Yes.
Lucky Charm, Rice Krispie, Special K, Trix, and finally, the Quaker. All right, so you flying along. You attach to the cargo cart at the back.
Docking
And
sequence initiated.
there's right. Yes, so you're docked up. You lock in. Actually, let's make our first check. make so since you're an expert in this, it should be manageable for you. But let's say that it's a difficulty of getting that close and then really locking it in.
Yeah, and we got to make sure we're at the right speed. We don't like crash into it. Get it. Yeah, I get it.
Right.
Yep.
So let's do target number 3.
Okay.
And this is going to be, well, you tell me, you make your argument. I'd say actually knowledge structure.
Yeah, knowledge structure. So
I think that ability will come into play.
if it's so I already have so I've got like regular rank is 2 and then structure adds +2, so it's already a 4. Do I still roll?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
because you could roll a negative.
you could roll 4
Oh,
negatives.
okay, yeah. All right.
Now roll a negative 4.
So it's still a 4 because so I've got 2 plus 2 minus.
Yeah, so that
cancels out.
cancels out, so it's still a 4. Okay, cool.
Perfect example.
Yep.
So, good success. So you dock up, you sit there with your little tools, forget what it was called, but multi-tool.
The multi-tool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Pouch manages to hook up. You're now attached to the cargo cart. Train is in motion, and the back door is sealed.
All right. So I'm going.
take care of that.
Go for it.
Yeah. So I will, I guess, use my tradecraft to try to break open because I'm assuming the passengers of the train don't know we're coming, right?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah. So
And
I'll
this presumably would be like the one door that
nobody should be opening this while the
Right.
train's in motion.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So-
Yeah. None of the doors should be opening while the train's in motion, I'd imagine.
yeah.
So
So
yeah.
definitely by far the lowest difficulty door to open.
So I got a 1 total
One total.
because I rolled a negative 3.
Oh no.
Oh wait. So hold on.
It's Clink all over again.
Yeah.
But
No,
you-
that's
You
a.
guys have boosts.
So that would be focus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will. And this doesn't look like it's a difficult door to open.
Correct.
So I'll spend 2 focus to bump that up to a 3.
Okay.
To pop the door open.
Perfect. You open it. So in the moment, the both of you are like, oh, it's about to fail, and then just this intense focus, and all of a sudden it's just like gets that last little click to open it up.
Oh, excellent. We're in.
We're about to go 2 million here. Rip is going high.
Supposed to be stealthy.
You're gonna just immediately get shot at. Rip is going in hard. So, okay.
Stealth has never been my strong suit in any of these games.
That's why I am here.
Okay, so the door is open, and so
What do we see? Like, so standing still outside the cart, can we see into the cart?
So you'll
Or
open the
see
door.
into the first car.
I'll since I'm the one at the door, I will start by slowly opening the door to see if I can't peer in quickly before throwing open the door and letting Ripper just walk in.
See, this is why I don't do the stealth stuff.
Okay, so you open up the door, and it is very dimly lit, and you see a bunch of just cargo containers, and they are labeled conspicuously, so you can tell like which they're color coded basically, like by flags. You can see like which one belongs to which country. So right at the back there, you can immediately see Spain and France, and they're sealed. And you do see one figure who is in a suit, just sort of leaning against one of the cargo carts down the center. So there's essentially 3 rows to this. There'll be 2 rows of cargo
So this is
stuff.
actually a relatively wide train.
Yeah, this is a large train.
Okay.
So the shipping containers are smaller than average, but the train is larger than average. So of walkways there are 3, and there are 2 rows of these shipping containers, and they're stacked on top of each other as well.
So train wall, shipping container, shipping container, shipping container, train wall.
So wall, container, pathway, container, pathway. Cool.
So I'm assuming, since the train doesn't know we're en route, if we're discovered, we're probably going to be treated like serial terrorists. So, have we gotten any intel on, or any direction from our handler on how we should deal with civilians, not people of interest?
So
Do they care about collateral damage?
Good
is what
question.
I'm getting at.
That's actually a damn good question.
and they do specify this in the rules.
Okay.
So the rules of war.
Yeah, I mean, we have to adhere to the Geneva Conventions, I presume.
So civilians specifically, even in the era of modern war against a non-uniformed enemy, civilians cannot be intentionally targeted. Just as with a
How are they
court
gonna
of
know?
law, suspicion is not enough. Evidence must be gathered before an individual can be declared a combatant. Detainees, you can use, so they are entitled to food and water, but you do have the ability, that flexibility for enhanced interrogation.
I like that.
Ability for that.
Yeah.
I have a dog.
Regardless of which side a combatant was on, once wounded, they become entitled to equal care. I roll my eyes sarcastically for the sake of this game here.
Right.
And like seriously, you know.
Yeah, in real life, we
Yeah.
don't like the fact that
treat
people are
humans
actually
like
tied
humans.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah.
yeah. In terms of weaponry, like if someone pulls a weapon on you, that's another story.
That's
Yep.
a combatant.
You know,
Oh yeah,
that's a
that's
combatant.
instant
Yeah.
combatant.
Instant combatant. So some handler type stuff, just some quick hand signals that you would previously know about. Formation and posture, you guys will have a code for that. Whatever that is, go ahead and make it up on the spot. Enemy presence, count, and location, you'll have hand signals for that. Target building info, you'll have basics. So like, if you suspect a bomb, like you won't have to verbalize that. You can,
Yeah. Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
I like that.
So basic stuff. If you're like, I think that there's a bird that is flying that is actually carrying a grenade, like you probably won't have that in advance.
I'll have my seagull flock stand down then.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Flock of seagulls.
And just some basics for tactical movement. Never skyline yourself, which you always want to have. You never want to give yourself away, and you also want to always have best sight. So you would want to move to a position where you can see without giving yourselves away. Duh.
Yep.
Don't bunch up. So again, for these explosives that are sure to be coming, don't all hug each other when that happens. Always conserve your fire. You never know when you're going to really need it. And move deliberately. So it's not about moving slowly, but moving with intention.
Yep.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. That's all your handler tips.
Okay.
Proceed from here.
So, you being the more stealthy one, I feel like you should probably handle the this civilian here or person in a suit. We don't know who he is yet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stealth closer to try to get just a better beat on this guy, see if I can't get any details on who or what this person may be.
Okay, cool. So roll a stealth check.
Solid. So that is a total of 5.
Okay. So, as far as the three of you know, you stealthily manage to approach this figure.
So his stealth check accounts for all of us?
Well, are you also going with him?
Just when you... Okay. So we'll let him go.
I
We'll let
figured
him
I was
go.
just doing a little recount first.
Okay, then, yep, go ahead,
Okay.
never mind.
And
Forget I
just
said
out of
anything.
curiosity, for future's sake, what happens in the case of a tie? Like, am I allowed to spend my pool to break a tie if there is one?
So, I'm always going to give the tie to you.
Oh, okay, cool. I was curious. So yeah, I'll stealth up and see if I can't get any more information about this dude.
Okay. So, getting closer, you can see that this person has a radio, is armed with a pistol, and judging by the suit, let's see, you would think that, you assume that this person is here to protect the cargo.
He's security,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
in-house security.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I will mosey my way back to the mining cart outside and relay the information that we have a guard waiting at the opposite side of the train.
So, do we think that... Well, what's your stealth? 1? Okay. So we could try stealthing past. We could also try to incapacitate him non-lethally, which I think is within the rules of ICO.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And somebody specialized in it too.
I've also got close quarter combat.
Oh no, that's right. You went to close quarter combat, not the
So-
non-lethal one.
So yeah, I mean, that's my vote, is to try and like either incapacitate him, like knock him out so we can get past him, or, well, then again, when he wakes up, he's probably gonna come looking for us. So I don't
On the
know.
mining cart and let the mining cart just go.
I really like the way you
Well, I
think.
mean, is close quarter combat and non-lethal combat that different? I mean, there's gonna be some overlap there, right?
So you intend to maim
You
or
have lethal
injure.
intent for one and non-lethal
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
other.
right.
Yeah.
So, okay, you know what? I like that. Like, let's see if we can incapacitate him, put him in the cart, and that way,
Push us down.
then we just let the cart go.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody roll awareness.
I have a 5.
I have a 0.
So,
Oh no, sorry. A 1.
Now, do I need to roll that for the dog too?
You can. Based on your thing too, you also get that advantage. That'd be another
Oh.
point.
Okay, so yeah, so I get a 6 then.
Okay.
I'm adding all of them up, right?
So 5 and 6 are pluses, 3 and 4 are neutral, and 1 and 2 are negatives.
And what he's talking about is we only have a couple of these plus and minus die, so we're actually using, I'll use this as an example. So he's talking 1 and 2 being negative, 3 and 4 being neutral, and then 5 and 6 being a success.
Yeah.
So
We had a couple other sets, but
They don't
go
work
well
with the green screen.
Yeah.
So I'm canceling mine. So it's 2 positives, 2 negatives.
So yeah, so it's whatever your skill is.
So,
Then.
Yeah,
right.
So that's a 3.
Okay. Well, so a 6 is high. So you become aware that in the far right, you can hear somebody move, like walking, not
I don't see them, but I
yeah,
hear.
not hastily, but you hear the footsteps of somebody in a patrol pattern. So you'd be familiar.
2 people in here?
And you also hear, you just noticed for the first time that in the far right corners there are like very dark vents that are up in the top corners, and you actually hear something in the vent.
Like, what does it sound like? So just not, okay. So, in that case, I got an idea. What if we were to climb up to, climb up to the roof of
We can't be on the roof because of the electrical field.
Oh, right, that's right. Okay, never mind.
I already had that thought, and Conrad was like, "Oh."
Yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. Okay then. So yeah, all right. That screws up my plan.
The shipping containers do go like to the ceiling, basically.
Can we get on them or no? Like, is there any room for us to like get on top of them between the top of the shipping container and the ceiling, or no?
Yes,
There is.
you could get on top.
So I'm saying, why don't we hide up on top? I have the dog stand outside and bark. When the dog, they'll come, hopefully go outside. We jump down, kick them onto the cart, and just let it go.
Or, I like it, but as an alternative as well, we can just do the same thing, except without the dog, because we want the dog presumably to come with us too.
Yep.
We all stealth up either on top or around the...
Well, the dog would have ran back in.
Right, but like either we get on top or we try to coordinate where their movements are, and creating noise in the back of the train, presumably not a dog bark, so they're not looking for a dog, but maybe just like a rattle, or maybe just one of you just push one of the storage containers over to make a huge noise, which would be a bigger distraction, and then we just kind of piece out on the other direction.
I like that. Let's do that. So
where there are 2 rows, maybe knock the back right hand over and we sneak up
Around
on the
the
left
left.
hand side.
I like that. Let's do that. So then we kind of we'll get in, and yeah, let's do that. We'll go over to the right one. We're kind of like making sure we're not being seen by the patrol, and I'm assuming it's probably going to take both of us to knock this over.
Oh yeah, they're heavy. So you're going after the top right one?
Yeah.
Okay, so that has the German flag on it.
Okay. So yeah, let's try to push it over. So that would be.
Before they do that, I would like to stealth to get into a position on top of the left column,
Okay.
just to be ready if this doesn't work.
And I'm also going to like signal for my dog to actually stick near him or her. Yeah.
So that's a 7 stealth.
Excellent.
So that's so with the roll of great success, you can replenish your pools.
Ooh.
Which I don't, did I officially say that?
I think you did, and I just forgot.
You told us. I don't remember. We actually
I
said
don't know if
it
it was on
recording,
camera or
but-
not.
So you have 4 pools available with points in them.
Which we talked about in the intro.
Yeah, right, yeah. So you can boost skill checks using them. But when you roll these great successes, you actually replenish these points as well. So So stealth relevant to
Or focus.
Yeah, that
Which
sounds
is
good.
All right, cool.
Cool. So just 1 point.
Yeah, so you just replenish a point into that focus pool. So you stealth on top of the Italian one with Dash.
Dash
Yeah.
is my dog. Yep.
Yeah, so Dash would need to make a.
I wasn't gonna dash go up on top. Just kind of stick near him on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Just be near him because
Okay.
like I don't want him. Like I don't want Dash to get hurt by the shipping container, fall over, or anything like that.
Fair. Okay. Okay, so then the two of you will be rolling the. It's not athletics. What's the skill? Fitness.
Fitness.
You will both be making fitness
You
checks.
two.
You
Yep.
two. We need you, Rippa.
So that is a 7.
Oh, 7.
7. So you get 3 plus
So
1, 4.
Yep.
So 7 and a 4.
Okay, I thought this was going to be hard. But so these giant Australian dudes just like this Herculean push over a freaking shipping container.
We used to do this in the Outback. The Johnson boys, they're on.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing on these Australian tree trunks.
Apparently. So, I mean, shipping containers are giant steel things, and they're packed full of stuff. So,
Let's say the train was going around a bend at this right moment.
Yeah,
It just
so
gave the correct
momentum. Momentum helped a little, yeah.
so 8 is near impossible, which the two of you combined just beat that.
So are we breaking the game?
So you,
Maybe a little.
so you're very good at what you do.
Well, that's why we're in the ICO.
Yeah, so you earned your
Any rules
places.
for like assisting others in rule checks?
Oh, for sure. So you don't actually even need to say how you assist people. You can just say I assist, and it gives advantages.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of that same advantage disadvantage.
All right.
If you for some reason want to inhibit one of your fellow members here, then you have to declare what you're doing.
Okay.
And they actually give examples of it. So if somebody's repelling and you're like, I'm
I want
gonna
to cut the cable.
yeah, I'm gonna cut their cable. So you can do that. I don't know why. Like that still made no sense to me unless like they need like I know this is gonna blow and I want them to drop faster.
I mean, I feel like it's like the mountain climber dilemma. It's like, oh, if I don't cut your cable, we're both gonna die.
Yeah.
You could also maybe be playing like some sort of a double agent too, you know?
Yeah, which no, this don't plant that seed. Yeah.
Ouch.
Brother to me, Rippa.
You are a brother to me, we shared a womb!
That's why I'm so pissed.
Alright, so we knocked the shipping container over.
So you knock it over. There's loud sound, and that side is now obstructed as well. So yeah, loud sound. The person in the center that you have seen clearly abruptly wakes up, looks over, sees a shipping container fell over.
And right after, I'm assuming right after we knocked it over, we booked it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
just scurry over to the left side, and I just kind of just like army man crawl across the top.
Yep.
So he comes dashing up this side. So he's coming towards the back,
Yep.
dashes around, sees this is obstructed. The other one you now see come around the far side. So looks similar.
In uniform.
Yeah, same uniform. Has pistol drawn, and this other one is look at how he looks. So you see that one of them is a little older, a more hardened,
Grizzled vet.
grizzled vet. So that's the one that comes around.
Guessing it's Special K.
Could be Quaker.
So comes around the corner, and you hear actually a British accent. It's just Mr. Harry Potter. What? I'm not even gonna try. British accent.
Insert British accent here.
Insert British accent here. What is that? What just happened? And then the other one has a Swedish accent, and is a lot friendlier sounding and looking. And were you sleeping on the job again? So the Swedish one. Oh no, I was definitely watching. The train just turned the right way, and so he's rationalizing to this other one why this happened, and covering that he was asleep on the job, which you witnessed. So they now walk together towards the back of the train, looking like very alert in both directions. Come around, they see that there's nothing here, while all of you are on the complete opposite side, and you are on top.
So at that point, we should probably check and see what's on the other side of the door going into the next cart.
Yeah, but we don't really have time for that either, because I'm sure they'll be back any second now.
So do we just book it and pray?
So the door to the next cart is closed, and there's a panel next to it.
Oh, okay. When you say panel, is it like with code?
Biometrics?
Is it was it code? Is it like an RFID where you scan a badge, like thumbprint, like?
So so you can see that it's a panel where you would like push something up to it. So
Okay.
from the distance, you're not quite sure.
Quite sure. Okay. So we might have to end up looting these guys to get something. All right. I think we probably are gonna have to incapacitate them.
Well, we have them right where we want them.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So, let's see. I have. I don't have anything unarmed, so I don't want to like try that.
So this is what the advantages, disadvantages. So, especially up high too. So you have the jump on them advantage.
Yep.
Dropping on them from a higher position advantage.
Maybe like what if you kind of tried to do like Assassin's Creed style to jump on them?
That's what I figured on one of them. So we can try to like coordinate a little pincer attack where maybe I come up from above and you two just pincer on either side.
Yep, I like it. And try to just like knock the other guy out.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do that. So, Tony, I would say you roll first for your jump, and then right after we'll roll for our pincer attack.
So it'll be unarmed.
Unarmed. Okay.
With advantage for surprise, advantage from height.
Now, what if what if I was to use like the butt of my shotgun?
For sure.
Is that still considered unarmed?
No, that's armed.
Well, no, I know that, but like, what would I roll?
So
for?
while it's
Weaponry, I imagine.
I think that would be close quarter combat. I think it would technically count as unarmed because they use unarmed for him with the knife.
Okay.
Like wielding the knife close quarters.
Right. That's kind of like what I was thinking. Like it's not, you're not really using the weapon as how it's intended. So, all right, cool. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're jumping down, you're rushing around.
Yep. So yeah, he's jumping down, and then the two Aussie twins are kind of like around one of the shipping containers. We're like running around to kind of like you said, kind of almost flank them.
Okay. So do you want to climb on the fallen one?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So with your tubular mobility.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You'll have like the advantage there for moving.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. Should I roll now or?
Yeah, let's roll it up.
One positive, 3 negative, so.
No, 1 neutral. 3 are neutral.
Yeah,
so just a -1 on whatever you had.
So that would be probably what?
So if you just had a -1 on an unarmed one, it would be a 0.
Right. Yeah.
So your mobility though,
the mobility. That would be. Wait, no, that's a plus. That's 3, so 2 on mobility.
And we're also the bonus for it being surprised.
Oh, right. What is the bonus for that?
One.
Okay.
So that's like 4 then,
And,
or 3 then, right? Yeah.
My roll then would actually so it's mobility we're using, not.
No, just him.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm going up in that
He has the
other
tubular mobility.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm using.
So the way I'm picturing this unfolding is you just come the short way with the butt. You're on top, you're jumping down. He's like bull rushing around and he's going to like all 4 climb on top of the other container and just throw himself.
Parkour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just smash himself like into them, like
Cool.
with his physique.
Like almost like a body splash type of a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's like it's the force of his movement is like what's incapacitating them.
Cool. So for unarmed, if we get a +1, it would be a 5.
Okay.
Or,
So-
sorry, no, sorry. If it's +1, it's 4. 4. Sorry.
Using the tabula.
So they're all they're unarmored. So this would just be straight up non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say that they're incapacitated.
Okay.
They're no armor. They can't dodge or block this. They're both just kind of standing there when
Yeah, I got
they're
They get 3 guys and a dog rushing them.
yeah. Oh, and if you're using the dog to attack too, that would have-
I didn't
even
say it.
bother,
Like,
yeah.
it just
Yeah.
Okay, so you incapacitate the both of them,
so.
and they're both just on the ground.
So I will zip tie them together.
We should.
I will take their radios, any ID badges they might have. Do they have wallets on them?
So they both have wallets, and they have the like very obvious IDs that are enlarged that would presumably just stand their way.
And do their IDs match the licenses in the wallets?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it looks
Good call. Good
So,
call.
Can we like cut out our own pictures and put them in?
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Not with the equipment we have
So,
anyway.
yeah.
I'm an engineer. I have a portable printer. No. No, but yeah, okay, so yeah, we take the IDs, we zip tie them up. So I will, where I'm strong, I'll presumably just, where they're zip tied together, I'll pick them
We'll
both
gag
up.
them too.
Yeah, we'll gag them too with some sort of cloth. We'll, whether we take their socks off and use that, whatever.
Sure.
Right?
Take their socks off.
Take their socks off, gag them.
Standing all day, they deserve this.
Yeah, like that probably tastes terrible, but you know what? Whatever. That's
We'll give
how
them
we
each
roll.
other's socks.
Athlete's foot of the mouth. Oh god. So, and then I'll pick them both up after we've looted them, zip tied. I'll pick them both up, and I'll put them in the shipping container that fell over. Well, actually, is it locked?
yeah.
Can we get in?
It is locked, but the locks they look easy for you to.
So yeah,
break.
just pick
I'll
one of the
just-
locks real quick.
So that's a 4 total.
Okay, so
yeah,
which
like-
container are you opening?
The one that got
No,
knocked.
Let's.
Oh,
which
maybe
which
it-
was the one that I was on? Was that the Italian one?
That was the
Yes.
Italian one. We'll put them in.
I'll put them in the Italian one.
Okay, so you open that one.
And since they need food and water, I'll leave an energy bar with them. No,
For all of them.
no.
I'm sure they have snacks.
Yeah, they get. We left the peanuts in their pockets, so you know they're.
Those
good.
energy bars give us
probably
the
like a-
points back. Let's not give them
I know.
those.
I'm joking.
So you see there. So there are some Italian clothes, and it's mostly full of pharmaceuticals, just like all sorts of pills and chemicals for.
Is there any? Just taking a quick
Sedatives.
glance. Is there anything like? Yeah, I was gonna say like sedatives.
Yes.
Or okay, so we should definitely.
We're gonna drug them.
So we'll drug them. I also want to take some of the sedatives and put them in the dog's bag, so we have them. What about like painkillers or anything that may help us?
For sure. Yeah, like it's a shipping container of drugs.
Okay. So yeah, we definitely take some sort of a sedative. We take some sort of painkiller type of a deal.
Big Pharma won't miss these.
And I was gonna say take an albuterol inhaler because that is technically poison if you use it too much. So like we could technically like give somebody puffs of inhaler and like shut their lungs down if we needed to.
It's getting dark.
We can always come back to this card later.
Okay, we come back to this card later. So yeah, we take the pharmaceuticals, the sedatives, we take some painkillers, we put them in the dog's back. We gag them.
But we let the medical person give them the dosage of sedatives so we don't actually kill them.
So do I need to roll for that, or can I just go over and give them sedatives?
No, yeah, it's your.
I mean, yeah, you should.
Yeah, I'd assume it'd be.
You should have a good.
It's a pretty,
Yeah.
low stress, like.
The player doesn't know the lethal dose of sedatives, but I'm sure Rippa does.
Yeah.
Rippa's all about
Yeah.
that.
Rip a nose. Rip a nose.
Rip a nose.
Rip a nose.
Rippa has seen some things. Down under.
All right.
Yeah. So you trank them. Is there a specific place you would like to trank them?
Sort of like
Well, yeah, no, we throw them in the crate, so if anybody finds them sedated, it looks like they just ransacked the case.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay, so you'll like
yeah.
sprinkle like. just
Yeah,
stuff
we'll
around
like
them.
crush up some of the pills and put like dust
Yeah.
on their coats and like around their
Once they're
their
out-
nose and shit.
Once they're out, then we should take the zip ties off of them.
No, I don't think so. Just in case if they do wait.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Or
fine.
if somebody,
Yeah, fine. All right, that works.
have zip ties. I'm gonna use them.
So, all right. So yeah, we do that. Pack up, like I said, pack up the dog's backpack with the meds that we end up looting, and move on to the next car.
So
I keep the IDs too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or well, yeah, we actually we'd have to try the ID badges to see if it actually opens the door, which I'm
Right.
assuming it will. But
Right, but no, specifically their licenses though.
wait, oh, their licenses.
from their
Okay.
wallets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good man.
Because if they have like a
Or
key
woman.
card, if they have a key card scan, right, we can use that to get to different.
Yeah.
cards.
Well, they had those,
Or
but
if
then
we
they
just
also
need
had
any
like their
personal
licenses in
information
their
of any of
wallets.
these guys.
Yeah. Pretend to be, steal identities if we have to or something.
If they don't know how to make passwords, we can probably guess their password off of their license.
Yeah. Well, you just look at the post-it on the monitor of most people's computers, and you can figure out a password. I'm an IT guy, in real life.
So like both of them were clean shaven. One was like in his 50s, the other was in his 30s. The Swedish one, blonde, blue-eyed. The British one, also blue-eyed, but darker, well, graying hair, salt and pepper hair.
I've been working on this train for the past. I lost it.
That's okay.
Okay, so you're going to move into the next train.
So I think let's try.
Do we know the order of the carts in this train? Like, do we know that did we know that the last track or the last cart was going to be the cargo train?
Yeah, because I know we
And
know
do we know
like
what the next train is.
Spain.
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 Okay.
Okay.
That's all the intel we've gotten. Like, we don't know how many people are supposed to be in that train.
we just know that train is essential. Everything in there is headed for Spain, but I don't think we know what's in it, who's in it, or anything other than that.
Right.
Does the access panel next to the door have like an interface at all, or does it look like it's just
Like an RFID
FRD
reader.
tag scanner?
FRD tags.
Okay.
Okay, so then yeah, I would say, I would think you, Valkyrie, should probably try it because you're stealthy. Try it, see if it unlocks the door, which it should. If it does, see if you can peer in the next room.
How big are these guys?
Them? Oh no, the guards.
Any of them my size?
So they're both shorter,
Okay.
but I mean not like
Well, you would dress up like them.
5'10", 5'7".
So 5'10", you're 5'11",
Yeah.
so
Pants might be a little short, but it's fine.
whatever. So why don't yeah, do that and then just stroll into the next room and see if like you
There
can
also
fit
are
it.
like there's like Italian clothes in the Italian cart.
Yeah.
True, but I was thinking more like if they had a although if they
Well, they
had
had
a
the-
uniform.
They had. I mean, he said that they were both wearing the same suit,
Yeah,
or similar
yeah.
suit. So
No,
I'm
but-
assuming all of the you'd assume all the security would end up wearing something similar.
True, but I'm also thinking, I don't know how. No. Okay, no. I'm happy with this idea because I'm just thinking to myself. It's like, well, if it's a tight group, like a tight like security organization, they may all know each other, and it's like, oh, who's this woman wearing our uniform? We don't know her. But if one guy was from Sweden, the other guy was from Britain, I don't know how much. So I'm gonna go on the fact that this is just like piecemeal security.
We'll roll with that.
So yeah.
If we're wrong, hey, we're wrong.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
That's for Conrad to decide. So yeah, I strip the guy that's more my size, and I'll take off my armor and yeah, put on his uniform. And let's see. So I will hide the knife on my person. I will hide my pistol on my person. I obviously can't carry the rifle or the sniper rifle on my person while in disguise. So I'll hand that off to... I'll put those on Dash's back.
Yep.
And yeah. So yeah, I'll hide the my pistol and my knife on me, change, and stroll. I'll let my hair down so it's not in a tight bun as it was. And yeah, I will open the door, walk in, and see what happens.
Okay, so you scan the key card, and everyone make an awareness check at disadvantage.
So a -1.
Say -2.
So I have...
So I have a total of 2 then.
Positive.
So you said -2?
Mm-hmm.
Still a 4.
Okay.
I'm at a new, just 0.
0?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Wow. Okay. Well. So you will all of a sudden there's like, and in your armor. So now make an armor roll for your chest.
Oh.
Neutral, negative, positive.
Yeah.
So flat. So just 3. What did you take for armor? The body armor.
You're wearing the
plus
body
3.
armor, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing so the ballistic
3.
helmet. I'm wearing a tactical vest, so it's like 3 armor points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay. So you take a shot in the back,
yeah.
slightly from above, and so now it becomes clear. So it doesn't actually end up hurting you.
Right.
But it stings.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like you feel the impact, yeah.
Yeah. And you're off balance. So then the two of you and the dog all look up at the vent that was making noise, and there's a little opening, and there's a pistol that is aimed at the group.
Next time on Deges and Dragons. I'm gonna basically just like turn around and fire my crossbow.
You will strike right in the shoulder.
My next action is to get into the vent with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see inside that this is a much more accommodating cart. In the far left end of the train, there's a rounded bar where there is somebody in nice bartender clothing with like the vest and.
I'm gonna do some recon then. Kind of looking back at the cart and kind of seeing both the Johnson brothers just kind of peeking out on the side there. I'm just like
Holding back a ferocious dog.
no, it's well trained.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Dash, sit,
Yeah.
sit, boy.
Dash.
Obviously.